Hello and welcome to a Smurd P video, and today we are looking at Exceptional X-Men issue 1, which is the brand new X series, the one-off free, so to speak. So this is written by Ewing and artist Carmen Carnero, color art by Nolan Woodard, and letters by VC's Joe Sabino. So our story begins with home. What is home to Kitty Pryde? Is it Deerfield, Xavier School for the Gifted in Westchester? I can't say the word today. Krakoa, or even Chicago, where she goes, where she is trying to recuperate. Anyway, Kitty Pryde is trying to find herself, and in particular, trying to work hard so she doesn't have to think about what she has lost in this world, and also what she did. She did some great big bad things towards the end of the Krakoa age. We also get this moment around two Homo sapiens talking about mutants and talking about how some of them creep them out and are weird, but they have nice families and stuff like that. So and Kitty Pryde is just hiding in plain sight and just trying to get on with it because she can, because she looks human, etc. So she comes home, she's sharing a flat with an old school friend, and she watching a TV, which, you can imagine is quite interesting these days, especially if you're looking at the news. Let's be honest, that's not fun in any universe, even the real one. So, but she has a date tonight, and a concert, so she has gone out and she is going to have, well, maybe some fun on this date, except she's been stood up. Or has she? No, she's just got the wrong date. It's actually tomorrow night when she's meant to be working. So meanwhile, she sees a scene, one that she has seen many a time, where prejudice and companies all decide to get a bit rough with a person for whatever they deem necessary. It could be skin color, it could be race, they could be, homophobic, etc. In this case, it is because the girl is a mutant. Also, it's believed, I think it must be, because this gentleman clearly looks the same color, so it must be because a mutant. And she says, "Don't touch me," and she goes on offensive. Kitty Pryde tries to avoid it by walking away. However, there is a gun, and he is going to kill a child. Now, we saw a bit of this in some of those promo videos, which is great, and I actually really like. I feel like they should do those more often because I'd love to watch those. So Kitty Pryde starts doing her phasing thing with the young lady, and well, this isn't how she wants to watch the band, but she gets to see a glimpse before, well, they actually make a mistake and end up in probably the security's office, etc., before escaping out back and stealing a car. She also turns back to human after a while, so she cannot control her mutant abilities. So they have a moment whilst the young lady's dress is being put into the car GPS. Oh my goodness, that was not coming out very well. And he started talking about her being a mutant, and sorry, this is terrible. So she's trying to get to grips with it, and Kitty Pryde is trying to find herself after Krakoa, and that's what this story sort of feels to me. Is Kitty Pryde's finding herself, but she stumbles back into a world where she is perhaps needed to help a young lady. And they talk about various things about other mutants, etc., training, which is quite nice. So we learned that the young lady is called Trista Marshall, and Kitty Pryde introduces herself as Kitty Pryde. Now, also, whilst she was holding Catherine Pryde's ID in her car in her hand, she learns her address, which is really something special in a minute. So she goes back to her grandma, who probably understands the world of discrimination really well, and she talks about she wants her daughter to be happy, etc., but she also wants her daughter to be strong, but her daughter just wants to be herself. That's all any of us want, right? We just want to be ourselves and be free to be whoever we are in life, you know, and that's what we all aim for. So Kitty Pryde probably has a very sleepless night and struggles a bit. She also flakes out on her date, which perhaps maybe she didn't want to go on, or maybe she did, not really sure. We'll find out. However, she has been left a lovely little gift from Trista, which is beautiful, saying that for Kitty, my hero, mutant Pryde, which is very, very cute. I do really like that. And she wears those earrings and is perhaps finding herself again, you know, and that's probably more about Kitty's story. I mean, let's be honest, going around killing a lot of humans probably was never any intention for Kitty Pryde's life, but she lost herself. So White Queen is clearly trying to find perhaps some other mutants to work with, and she starts going with Banshee, boring, or Aurora, too messy for the White Queen. Bishop, yeah, that might work. Logan, distasteful. Wagner, somewhat pass, and well. Guess who she hits on? Yep, a headache for Kitty Pryde. But the White Queen says you can run from the X-Men, but you can't run from me. So, which is nice because I really actually liked their relationship in the Marauders, these two working together. I think it worked really well. They have a very interesting history. I enjoyed them in Astonishing X-Men together, and the Marauder, them running that part of the Hellfire Club worked really, really well for me. It was really an enjoyable and intriguing run, these two working together, because I think they sort of bounce off each other and keep each other in check. Probably more Kitty Pryde keeping White Queen in check, and that's what White Queen likes about her. She keeps her in check and reminds her of who she should be, who she wants to be. So I think we're going to have a very interesting season. We've got series. We've got 2 X-women, and we've got a new cast starting with first edition Trista, and hopefully we'll see the others in the upcoming issues as they slowly become the exceptional X-Men. It's going to be an interesting run. I'm really, really looking forward to this. And this is the first time that I've read Eve's writing. I think she did really well with Kitty Pryde. So she's either a long-term fan. I'm not sure if she's written any X stories before. I can't remember reading anything. But then again, I may have read it and just not checked out the writer. Sometimes I do that if I'm not buying comics like this, where I certainly point out who the writer is to give credential. I think the artwork was pretty cool. I think this story worked out really well, and it's a good start. And I think it's a nice way to do it, starting with Kitty Pryde, because Kitty Pryde's probably got some of the most brutal trauma from the Krakoa towards the end, and White Queen went through the ringer as well. She had to marry Tony Stark, let's be honest. That's probably something, although I feel like they've fallen for each other by the end of it, but I'm not sure how that bit ends because I've not read all of the Invincible Iron Man run. So yeah, so looking forward to how this turns out. So I hope you like my video. If you do, please do support my channel by subscribing. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I do really appreciate it. Make sure you look after yourself, very important these days. And as always, embrace the geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.